All hail the white and purple. This is White Oaks, which has served as the home for 5 Furman University presidents and their families. Currently, the home is the residence for President Elizabeth Davis and her first gentleman, Charles Davis. Charles is now sharing the food stories from the home's kitchen with the new book, Inside the Kitchen at White Oaks. Good to see you, Charles.
It's good to see you, Jamarcus.
Go Dens.
Absolutely.
As always. So this is an unusual role for a lot of colleges don't have a first gentleman. So this is, how did you approach this role? I mean, did you embrace it at all always, or did you kind of say, I don't know what this is about?
Well, when we first started talking to Furman, we really didn't know what a first gentleman was going to do. And I actually asked the search committee what their expectations were, and they said, we really don't have any. We've never had a first gentleman. So you get to make all the rules. So I've sort of taken it and run with it the best I can. And one of the things I thought it was going to entail was a lot of hospitality, and that's sort of where this book came from.
And in the South, we know a thing or two about hospitality.
Absolutely.
So you and your wife, the Furman president, doing a great job of representing the university and kind of opening it up for a lot of folks to come and check it out and share those stories. Let's talk a little bit about White Oaks. We have some pictures of, it's a beautiful home, and it was bequeathed to the university.
It was in 1992 by Homazelle Mickle-Daniel, and she bequeathed the home and all of its contents. And most of the contents that she left are all antiques. So it's almost like living in a museum.
And it is a beautiful, beautiful home. It's been, a president had stayed there. I think Richard Nixon stayed in the home, which is a really cool. How did it come about that you wanted to share the food stories of some of the families that have lived there?
Well, one of the things I started doing when we have trustee meetings is I started cooking and serving the spouses and the partners of the trustees because they're in town. They figured they needed something to do. And probably the first or second time, several of the spouses started asking for my recipes. And they said, you really ought to just do a cookbook. And I just sort of said, I don't think so. And they kept asking, and when it dawned on me that this was actually the 25th anniversary of the White Oaks gift to Furman, I thought this would be a good way to sort of commemorate that gift. So I collected recipes from all of the first families who actually have served at the new campus. So starting with the Plylers up through the Davises, and we have recipes representing each of those families.
Awesome. And are these, whose recipes are these beauties here?
These are actually my recipes.
Tell us about these.
So we have a French silk chocolate pie, and that's a pie that I first tasted when my grandmother made it. So one of the memories of that pie is having dinner with my grandmother. And the other is the German chocolate cheesecake, and that's a recipe that has sort of become one of my standards when I need sort of one of these spectacular desserts to serve.
Well, anytime you want someone to give some money to the university, just bake them a little something out of the book. And I love the fact that you guys are sharing those stories and moving them forward. When I was a freshman at Furman, one of the highlights of my memory there was that the university always had a picnic at White Oaks. So from your first day at Furman, you get a chance to come inside and take a look. And I think at one point, one student actually lived in the pool house. So.
There were students that used to live in the pool house.
So that was a really cool thing that you do at Furman. They can buy this now at Furman on Main, which is located in the M. Judson bookstore.
Absolutely.
So definitely go there and check it out. mjudsonbooks.com has it there. Pick it up. It makes a good gift for the foodie in your life, especially when it has so much local history to it. First gentleman, thank you so much.
Thank you,
and to
Jamarcus.
President Davis as well. And we'll see you guys soon. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.